Titi Wobika, Titi Wobichre, Japoma Radio, Moya Songs.
Out of the transmitter, through the air, into your radio. Nothing but net.
And I welcome you on to the midday news on Japoma Radio GH. Follow us on Facebook and then on Twitter Japoma Radio GH, Instagram Japoma Radio.gh, YouTube King of Kings Media. Download the app on the Google Play Store on your phone. Coming up, Parliament absent, major step back of Supreme Court's ruling on Deputy Speaker Mahama Ayariga. Let's be partners for development. Abu Jinapo. NPP has about 800 serial killers, John Bwedu, and police to flash out bad cops. There's a more coming on your way. I am Josephine Nate. Details shortly. Welcome back. The news in details. Boko Central Member of Parliament Mahama Ayariga has stated that the inability of Parliament to be a party of the court case that intimidates whether or not Deputy Speaker have the right to vote may be a blow on the verdict. According to him, if Parliament had been made a party to the case, the Supreme Court would have had argument from a leaded possibility rather than the narrow responsibility on which it based its ruling. The lawmaker said Parliament not entirely an appearance is a major step back to the verdict by the Supreme Court. The Supreme Court on Wednesday, March 9, 2022, delivered a lawmaker ruling indicating that Deputy Speaker have the right to vote while presiding and also from part of quorum for decision making. The minority caucus in Parliament has hinted at plans to seek a review on the lawmaking ruling by the Supreme Court which grants Deputy Speaker voting rights when presiding. Reacting to the development in an interview, Chief Whip Mohammed Mubarak Muntaka expressed disappointment at the turn of events. He said the minority will explore all other legal options available, including seeking a review of the verdict. Thus, he says, is attributable to the several consistencies identified in the Supreme Court ruling. We are very disappointed and we think that justice has not been truly served, and obviously we will use every legitimate means possible, and this includes calling for review. He mentioned that the ruling finally buries all obligation on whether a president deputy speaker can vote or not. Away from that, the Member of Parliament MP for the Damango of the Savannah region and Minister for Land and Natural Resources, Honorable Samuel Abu Jinapo, has charged the people of the Savannah region to be partners for the development of the regional irrespective of the political, religious and ethnic background. Honorable Abu Jinapo made the call out his office in Damango on 6 March 2022 when he hosted the various department heads, Muslims and Christians, leadership as well as the security service and the leadership of the various political parties for lunch after the Independence Day celebration in the West Gonja municipality to thank them for their effort in the development of the municipality and region. The Damango MP indicated that it was a privilege and honor to host all the people who matter in the region's development in his office. The General Secretary of the governing New Patriotic Party, John Boadu, has disclosed the party has over 800 serial callers who call media houses to defend the party and government. He said on Wednesday that the party tries to support them, but no amount of money can compensate for their work. These days, we try to support serial callers. No amount of money can compensate them for the work they do. We have close to about almost 800 serial callers around the country. Some of them are businesswomen. I was also a serial caller, he said. Mr. Boadu also noted the chaos happening in the ongoing polling station executive election is normal, considering the number of candidates involved and interests. On one thing I must make clear is that at the onset of the exercise, people thought the constituency executive wanted to hide the forms, and in end Claims was reported, but the bad news went out. We take a break. Stay tuned. Welcome back from that short break. Now on to some local news. The Director General of Public Affairs of the Ghana Police Service, DCOP Kwesi Ofori, has revealed that top management is working diligently to flush out corrupt police officers. He has indicated that the service is determined to eliminate the police officers whose operations dent and downplay its integrity. DCOP Kwesi Ofori, who was reacting to a call by a secretary analysis, Dr. Adam Bona, asked the service to reprofile police officers on Wednesday, March 9th, retaliating that the police administration had strengthened its internal machinery to flush out bad cops. Bona urged the police administration to conduct a search into the properties and assets of all the officers who joined the service in the last 10 years. His command came after a statement by the police administration concerning some police officers who are alleged to have been involved in the bullion van robbery in Greater Accra region. A young Ghanaian man who pleaded for his identity to remain hidden has shared his plight on how being lonely caused him to have sex with his 8-year-old sister. Turning 27 soon, he is a shy, reserved and quiet type who hates to be in the midst of people. Talking on a show, he said, "I don't know how to enjoy my own company, so to keep myself busy, not lonely and happy, I have sex with my 8-year-old stepsister." Admitting to the fact that what he does is wrong, he however noted that he does not know what pushes him to do that. "Each time I feel lonely and sad, going closer to her makes me feel better, although I regret my actions afterward," he added. Still on the local news, some aggrieved members of the ruling New Patriotic Party in the Tepa traditional area of the Bakuye constituency in the Oti region are demanding an explanation from the constituency executives as to why polling station executive election could not be held in the area, despite an earlier circulated for the elections to take place on Saturday, March 5th, 2022. According to the group, the failure of the election committee to turn up for the elections was discriminatory and a play by the current constituency executive to impose undeserving individuals on them. Several attempts to reach the OT regional organizer of the party, Mr. Salifu Abubakar, a lead person on the election committee, proved fatal. In an interview, some of the furious party folks said the situation could force them to exit from the party. The West African Examination Council, WAEC, has released provisional results of 52,974 candidates who sat for the 2021 West African Senior School Certificate Examination, WASSCE, for private candidates. The result of 698 candidates alleged to be involved in various examination malpractice have been withheld, pending the conclusion of investigation. A statement issued and signed by Ms. Agnes Tai Kujo, head of Public Affairs, WAEC National Office, said in Accra on Wednesday. The statement said the withheld results would be released as soon as the council conclude investigation, adding that candidates may access their results online at www.waecdh.org. We take a break. When we come back is the business news. Welcome back. Now on to some business news. Ignatius Bafo-Ewuah, Minister of Employment and Labor Relations, says Ghana Living Standard Survey Round 7, GLSX7, estimated the national unemployment rate to be 8.4% in 2019. He added that based on the GLSX7 of the Ghana Statistical Service, GSS, about 1,027,594 persons aged 15 years and older were estimated to be unemployed as of 2019. He told Parliament that statistics on unemployment in Ghana were not published regularly by the Labour Department and the GSS. However, they were published periodically based on surveys and population census, such as recent concluded by GSS. Bafo-Ewuah made the observation when he appeared before Parliament on Wednesday to report to the questions by Mr. Thomas Nyaku Ampem, Member of Parliament for Esiajamai, on current rate of unemployment in Ghana and how many direct jobs the government created from 2017 to date. Now on to some African news. A Nigerian man has disclosed his motivation for waiting to join the Ukrainian army to fight Russia invaders. Prince Ikem Indochi, who is from the Ogbaru local government area of southeastern Anambra State, told the BBC pledging service that he was motivated by mistreatment he received whilst living in Russia. Inkem narrated that whilst in Russia he was the subject of false accusation that landed him in custody of security agents. Putin ordered that I be put in prison. What he did to me in Russia is something I will never forget him for. Hence, my motivation to join the Ukrainian army to take revenge on Russians. Inkem lived in Russia for 5 years and speaks their language fluently. He has a history of having joined Russian army as the only black man at that time. We take a break. When we come back is the entertainment news. Please stay tuned. Welcome back from that short break. Now on to some entertainment news. Son of Apostle Kwadwo Kantanka, Kwadwo Jr. has disclosed that he has been able to maintain a good relationship with Juliet Ibrahim despite their divorce in 2014. Kwadwo Jr. said although he has moved on, the actress who bore him his second son remains a vital part of his life. The Kantanka Automobile CEO, who is currently married with 3 extra kids, added that his new wife don't have a problem with his relationship with Juliet. Starting his reasons for being friends despite their divorce, Kwadwo said it is as a result of advice he once inherited from his father. My father once told me never to insult or disrespect any woman that has ever opened her legs for you. That has guided me all these years. It's my training and I will never go against it. And that will be all for the Mayday news. But before we go, let's take a recap of our top stories. Parliament absent. Major step back of Supreme Court's ruling on Deputy Speaker Mahama Ayariga. Let's be partners for development. Abu Jinapo and NPP has about 800 serial killers. John Bwedu, police to flash out bad cops. Follow us on Facebook and on Twitter, Japoma Radio GH, Instagram, japoma.radiogh, YouTube, King of Kings Media. Download the app on the Google Play Store on your phone. I am Josephine Nate. Have a good afternoon and stay tuned.